The deepest, darkest lore. Or so they say anyway, and maybe I'm just an idiot, but I can't seem to find it. In my 24 hours playing Hollow Knight, I feel like I've just been aimlessly wandering around for no reason, other than to discover what lies in the depths of Hallownest. Fungus? Mantis? All these bugs, but what began this? Well, let's find out. Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania-style game, meaning that its playstyle is very similar to Metroid or Castlevania. Hollow Knight's gameplay consists of platforming around an abandoned world with lots of items and no real place to go. But some may argue that that's what makes it fun. Aimlessly exploring is the whole purpose of TV shows like Star Trek, where you don't want to go to any specific place, you want to
boldly go where no one has gone before.
And for the explorers out there, Hollow Knight is the game for you. In my time playing this game, I've discovered 7 areas so far. The humble town of Dirtmouth, where you buy most of your perks and items. The starter area Forgotten Crossroads, where the game really begins. The picturesque Green Path, where you meet Hornet, a character I will talk about later. Fungal Wastes, where the Mantis Lords lie. The Howling Cliffs, where you learn some new skills. And my Discord, which doesn't shut up. Oh yeah, as well as Deep Nest, a scary underground full of treacherous monsters, and one more area in which I have not yet mapped. Unlike Metroid, Hollow Knight does not have an objective marker. You decide where you want to go, and you decide what you want to do. The gameplay is mostly guided based on your map. Is there a place you haven't been to yet? If so, let's go there. If we can't navigate to said place, we know we have to get to it later when we have the items to do it. So we just keep wandering around until we find a boss, or some items, or just something exciting. Stop. Stop being sad.
I think
Stop being sad.
he has things that live in the other homes that are missing.
Stop being sad. And Hollow Knight has lots of excitement. The 2 major bosses I've fought so far, Hornet and the Mantis Lords, are difficult fights. Couple that with the sometimes inconvenient locations of respawn areas, and you are left with a challenging yet invigorating experience. Let's watch some footage of a couple of my boss fights. Die. You're mean. Haha, you're mean! Die! Man, you know what? Maybe Mean Girls Day did mean something. I must kill everything. This is Undertale now. I did killing. Hello? Can I talk to you? Fine, I must kill! All I know is I must kill! Stop throwing it! Stop! Fight me like a mantis! Ha, get it? I was gonna say man, but I'll give Hollow Knight this though. It has spectacular boss fights. With the key with the key game bosses, the fights are spectacular. Oh, I heard him! Okay. Killed. Okay, you're fat. You're very large and fat. No! Okay, I ran underneath your butt. I'm safe. Ouch. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh! Oh, the luck! The luck! Finish last phase! Wait a minute, there's more than 3 phases? What the heck? That's not video game standard, delete. Oh! Wait, that is the last phase. That ending was great. Oh, hello. Guess I'm killing you. Nice, I have committed murder. As you can see, Hollow Knight's combat is focused mostly on timing. Unlike other legendary platformers, Hollow Knight's control scheme is fairly simple. You can jump, you can attack in all 4 directions, and later on you gain the ability to dash and to charge your attack. Hollow Knight is unique in that it uses energy from the enemies to help you. Every time you kill a bad guy, you get something called Soul. Soul can be used to either heal you or to attack enemies in what is called a Soul Blast. Both abilities are pretty useful, but keep in mind that when healing you're left vulnerable. Hollow Knight also has charms, smaller abilities that you find around the world that can be temporarily activated or deactivated based on your needs. By going to shops, you can find more charms, or you can find notches, which can be used to let you have more charms active at once. Okay, sure, I understand. Now, you will die a lot in Hollow Knight. At least if you're me. But Hollow Knight is fairly friendly to you when you die. You respawn at a bench, which will heal you and will also allow you to edit your charms. When you die, you lose a part of yourself and are not whole. This part of you contains some of your soul meter as well as all of your money, known in the game as Geo. If you can locate your shade, this missing part of you, all you have to do is attack it and everything you lost will come back to you. Kind of a metaphor for life. Maybe. Don't know. If you die again, however, you will lose the Geo that your shade is carrying. This will happen every now and then, but don't worry, as Geo is fairly easy to earn back, and once you get to the later areas of the game, you'll find a Geo bank, which you can use to bank your Geo. Aren't I supposed to have interest? I think that's it for the basics of survival in the Hollow Knight world. So let's get into what are you doing in the Hollow Knight world? In Hallownest, you meet a lot of new people. Shopkeepers in Dirtmouth. The map guy that seems to be following you everywhere.
Are you showering in the middle of the apocalypse? What are you doing? There's an apocalypse going on. What the heck are you doing writing notes in a note thing?
Grubdad, who will pay you Geo to locate his missing children. Oh, thank you. And other characters, including the Hunter and Banker, who will help you discover the game's features. You will also encounter characters that challenge you, including the aforementioned Hornet and Mantis Lords. As you play through Hollow Knight and discover its new areas, you find that you are effectively chasing Hornet around. She is fast, but with enough platforming you can catch up to her. The skilled protector of Hallownest's ruins, Hornet is a mysterious and agile, princess-like character that seems bent and determined on destroying you. But who are you? Hollow Knight's protagonist is nameless, and while you may be tempted to call yourself the Hollow Knight, there's actually a different boss later on in the game with that same name. So I guess that just leaves you as... the Knight? Quoting the fandom article, the Knight is an enigmatic wanderer who descends into Hallownest carrying only a broken nail to fend off foes. Apparently, the Knight is a discarded vessel born in the abyss with void inside their shell. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I've played this game for quite a while, and although I've been doing a little bit of reading around on fandom, I still have no idea what's going on, and the game does not do a great job of explaining itself. So now we reach the title of this video. Where's the story? The hollow part of Hollow Knight is the feeling that you get while exploring this place. You have literally no idea where you are going, what you are doing, but you still just go. Hollow Knight's soundtrack makes the game a pretty relaxing experience to listen to alongside a podcast, at least when you're not fighting a boss. And the lore does come every now and then in the form of dialogue from random side characters, but none of it was really clicking to me. It just seemed like side small talk. I was expecting this big aha moment, where everything would be explained, but 24 hours in, I still haven't found it. Now, don't get me wrong, Hollow Knight is a really fun game and I wholeheartedly recommend it. However, I don't recommend it for its story, but its gameplay. If you grew up playing games like Metroid or Zelda or Castlevania or some other similar style game, you will love Hollow Knight. You could almost even think of Hollow Knight as a less complex 2D version of Skyrim or Dark Souls. And while it is a quote, indie hidden gem, Hollow Knight has been successful enough to receive a whole load of free DLC editions and a new sequel coming soon, Silksong. There is hours and hours of stuff to do, lots of hidden things to find, and the best part is that you don't really feel bad if you leave anything behind. The whole world around you feels left behind already, so just playing the game and missing an area or two isn't a big deal, at least in my eyes. Now, I just want to get out of the way that when I ask, where's the story? I'm not implying that Hollow Knight has no story. I'm simply asking someone, the game, you the viewer, or maybe just myself, where is the story? I suspect if I put better attention to analyzing what the characters say that I'd be able to piece it together, but I'm having trouble finding it. I'm not an English teacher, I'm a tech enthusiast, and I'm a gamer. To wrap this review up, I do want to say that there is a story. If you go to Hollow Knight's fandom, there is loads of information that I dare not read because I would rather have the game explain it for me. I can sense that something epic is coming, but it may take many, many hours to find it, and I will spoil, since I spoiled it to myself, that there are multiple endings. As episode number 4 in my 24-hour game review series, I give Hollow Knight an 8 of 10 in enjoyment. There are times where you will get bored exploring, but most of the time you're hooked. If you enjoy Metroidvania games as I do...
Oh, that is so badass! I just shoot a giant laser beam out of my existence. Boom! Flippin' die! Ha ha ha!
Hollow Knight is flippin' amazing with just how much there is to explore and find and occasionally fight. I give Hollow Knight a 6 out of 10 in difficulty. If you recall my previous 2 reviews, Thumper and Getting Over It, you may recognize that I have placed Hollow Knight as easier than these games. Obviously this makes sense, because Getting Over It is really friggin' difficult, but Getting Over It is not as bad as you would expect. Thumper is also really difficult, but it hooks you and you push through the difficulty. Hollow Knight has the same hook factor, which makes it a joy to play when things become difficult. With every boss fight, you know that you're just so close to getting to the next phase, or that you're just so close to defeating it every time you die. And although the boss fights do increase in difficulty, they are all more than manageable and they're all really fun. Hollow Knight is the first game in my 24-hour series that I have not completed within the 24 hours. There is a lot to do in this game, which makes it even more of an exceptional experience. With other hidden gems like Celeste or One Shot, as you progress and as you get closer to the end, you worry that it's going to be over. How are you going to manage yourself without more Celeste content and without more One Shot content? Hollow Knight doesn't give you this feeling because there is just so much to it. I can't give an accurate estimate on playtime, but from what I've heard, you can be expected to put 50 hours into your first playthrough, and if you're a completionist or you want to experience all the endings, you may find yourself placing over 100 hours into this game. So that's it. All in all, I definitely recommend you give Hollow Knight a try. And don't wait for Silksong to come out, as by the time it comes out, you may not even have completed the original game. This game was suggested by a number of members on my Discord, and if you want to be involved in deciding what game I play next, you should totally join. The link is in the description of this video. Until next time, keep exploring and keep climbing. By the way, I'm also aware that the next episode is number 5, and I have something very exciting planned for this milestone. So make sure you subscribe and keep an eye on your notifications.